Okay, so a huge thank you again for everyone coming on today. Now, you've actually been approached by someone to actually, your colleague, a friend, to actually look at what Zinzino is really about. And you may have had some information. So my job here this evening is to look at this in two parts. Those who are customer-based, who want to be customers and just look at the customers who are on here, I want you to take your time and look through what we've got. Then anything over and above that, go back to the person who's asked you to come on this evening and get your questions answered. It's really important we do that. And then the entrepreneurial ones who are on there, the second half is going to be some of the little nuts and bolts and the mechanics of how we earn and how we roll our business out to those around the globe. So, Zinzino. I've been involved with Zinzino for just shy over 2 years now, and a happy growing business it is. Now, my traditional background, I'm from the catering industry, the leisure industry, and I've been in this industry for somewhere around 25 to 30 years now. And it's brought me around the world and traveled around the world with different wine companies that I've worked with. But why have I picked this kind of model, direct and sales model? It's because I was personally looking for something to build bigger and better and smoother than my pension, because my pensions, I think I've got 4 or 5 of them, isn't performing the way it is. So within this industry, myself, I've kissed a few frogs to get to the right company. And I think I know I've landed with a superb company called Zinzino. And I'm hoping I'm going to do this presentation justice so you can understand why I came on. If I can ask 1 or 2 of you just to mute yourself if you can, that would be fantastic. Thank you. So, we're going to start off basic, like I said, regarding the products. And we all want to be fit and healthy. And you can see the highlighted bit is healthy. Cellular health. Now, I know some of you out there are good old gym buddies and your gym junkies, you look great in a pair of jeans and a nice tight muscly top, but how is your cellular health? And this is where Zinzino has taken something what is natural and put it into an even better format than lots of different products out there. And I'm going to go through that this evening. So when you think about us, yeah, we're looking at a pair of jeans where increasingly gyms were out there, the amount of gyms that are opening, you think the technology is out there, the apps, there's so many different things out there to keep us in shape, to keep us in healthy. But there's an alarming rate of incurring problems out there, chronic problems out there. And we need to ask ourselves why. And when we think one of the reasons is why, it's down to our food. And like it says here, we need to actually look at the basis of the food, which we're eating, what we're doing, how we're manufacturing our foods, how we're consuming our foods, how we're cooking our foods. We have to start rethinking this pyramid again of how we're going to get good food to the table. So if we look at what we used to do and how they say Mother Earth, what it used to be, when we think what we used to actually prepare and how we used to live, how we used to eat off the land, majority we wasn't big meat eaters. If we look probably a century ago, we wasn't big meat eaters. So when we look at what I class as the microwave society that we're in now, everything's about convenience. Everything's high in sugar. Everything's processed. Everything's mass produced, and it's something that we crave for. It's something that we're on the go all the time, depending on the jobs we've got. There's 2-income families. We're always moving, so we're looking for always convenience. And that convenience sometimes, and we now know that convenience lifestyle is actually not good for us. So if we go a little bit deeper into it, like I said, roughly around in the 1800s and beyond, and leading up to 1960, when we think our DNA is 1 to 1, when we're first born, everything in us, our cells, and it's our cellular health that I'm talking about. Our cells, we are born 1 to 1, as in our omegas. And if you look at the omegas, I'm talking about omega-6, omega-3, omega-9. But for this presentation, let's just concentrate on omega-6 and then omega-9. So we need to look at a balance upon that. So the science around this, and this is not coming from Zinzino itself, this is coming from the health council, many doctors, many new high-profile nutritionists. We need to be around 3 to 1 to really get the food and nutrients that we're eating, but also we need to be eating correctly. So there's no point of staying on, fast food diet and still trying to get balance, because it's just not going to work. So when did this really start to change and start just changing that little bit? When you think about pre-war, we were still walking to work. We were still spending most of our time in a manufacturing environment. So we did a lot of lifting, a lot of walking. Everything was cooked from fresh. Rations were still around. We didn't eat as much, but we was fitter. We was healthier. So what happened after World War II? There was an explosions of work, the explosions of jobs. No disrespect, that household where the lady stayed at home and cooked, they was getting more entrepreneurial, things was opening up for them. So there was 2 household incomes coming in. People were out and about doing what they needed to be doing. And that's where we started going, not saying going wrong, but that's where it started to change, because we started looking for convenience, that microwave society, which is out there. And we're all part of that. No matter if you're in the business already, we've all been part of that microwave society. And when we look at the difference of where our omegas are, our balances are now, that the average, an increasing average, is 15 to 1. But the scary thing, and I was shocked, and I've been having the proof of this from our test with some of the younger generation that I've been taken on as customers, because the young adults and children are coming in at 25 to 1. Now they may look good, they may look on Instagram and looking fantastic, but you've got to understand their later life, there are actually some chronic problems which may come, whether it will be heart problems, whether it will be joint problems. And this is the next generation that's going to be looking after me in my old age, and they may not be as healthy as I am. So we can have a clear understanding of where this is leading as well. So when I think about that balance of ratio, that what we need, it's just want you just to understand how important it is to be in cellular health. Just remember, when I started this presentation, you've got fitness and you've got health. Even though they're both combined together, I want you to understand health is the key factor here, because the top of the bonnet, over the bonnet, how it looks good, underneath it may not be what it should be from looking from the inside and outside, because some people might be musclier than me, more slimmer than me, but are they as healthy as me? Because I can consider myself quite healthy. Do I consider myself quite fit? No, I need to start getting back more into the gym more often, doing a bit more running to get my fitness back. So if we look at what the effects are by being out of balance. Now, as humans, we're made of trillions and trillions and trillions of cells. And them cells within our blood cells take the nutriments around our body to the different organs, to the brain, to the heart, to our skin. These, when we have our food, these cells are taken to the, imagine it as a bus stop, and you're stopping at number 1, number 2, going all around your body, depositing the goodness of the nutrition we're supposed to be having. But because of the foods that we eat, because of the lifestyle that we have, because of the processed foods that we have, what we're finding increasingly that these blood cells that we have, it's been corroded, it's hardened, it lets slow nutrients comes in, it keeps the toxins and the waste in longer. So hence what happens, we get joint pains, we get obesity. There's lots of different things which is connected to this, which I'm going to go through in a slide, reason why we should be in cellular health. So what you got to understand as well when it comes to when it says here regarding the balance, and we have to remember what I said before about being 3 to 1 in balance. Omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. We need that clear balance. So by getting into balance, them cells now, the cells are portable. It means it can absorb the right the right nutrients and drop them off to around them bus stops, like I said, and drop them off to your heart, drop them off the right nutrients to your liver, to the organs, to make you function a little bit better than what you're currently doing. Now, what we're saying, this is prevention. This is not a cure remedy of what we're talking about. We're talking about cellular health. We're talking about getting you everything, as you can see, green, in the color of green, meaning good, meaning earth. Let me ask you a question. Where are you at the moment? Do you know? Do you know where your ratio is? It's simple. A simple ratio of what we've brought out to ourselves, you know, and I would like to actually just spend a little bit of time just going through of how our test-based nutrition works. Now, what we do, we take a simple blood test, and that simple blood test will give us a full-blown report of where we are with our cellular health, or where we are with our omega balance. And that's where we're on the following slide. Do you know where you are? Because you could be consuming all kinds of supplements, but do you know where, if that food or supplement is doing good for you as an individual? Now, Zinzino itself, I think it's a little bit more than this now. Zinzino itself has done over 700,000 tests worldwide and rising. And the reason why is because it's been proven of what we've got in our hands is actually a mega trend. People are wanting to know where their cellular health is, to try and balance their cellular health. So this is why our tests are actually rising week on week, month on month, they're rising. So the good thing I really like about this is that the test is not done by Zinzino, because I have had questions with one or two people that I know, and I've heard one or two stories about people saying, you know, you want me to have this test so I can buy your products and so forth. You know, the test's going to say I'm out of balance. Well, to be fair and to be honest and upfront on what you can see from here, our blood tests are validated and analyzed by VITAS. This is an amazing company. These guys are pioneers in a lot of the things that they do. They're independent from Zinzino. And if you look at some of the places that are customers, let's take the UK. We're looking at Cambridge, we're looking at King's College, and we've got many institutes around the globe who use this VITAS, amazing place, an amazing body that you can actually understand that they don't just do blood tests for omegas, they do a lot of other things as well. They're actually taking part in some of the COVID stuff as well, which is brilliant. So we've got a credible body actually looking after us when it comes to our blood tests and giving the correct and direct results back to us as an individual. So getting your blood test, yes, you get your blood test, it comes in, we can use the app, you get it, everything's anonymous. So you'll get a little barcode card with a number in it, you'll go to Zinzino Test, you'll plug that in and it'll give you your test records. I did mine, probably 2 years ago, and I was 7-4-1. Now, that wasn't bad for me at 7-4-1, and that's one of the reasons is I've grown up in a what you class as a strict West Indian family. The only thing my mother cooked was cooked from frozen was peas. You know, she eated them from peas. Now, I don't know if you've everybody watched a program called Raymond. It's an American program, American sitcom, and there's a lady in that, the mother, who just was like a god with food. She cooked from scratch. Well, that was my mum, my stepmom, absolutely amazing woman, no longer with us now, but she really understood food. So I didn't come in too bad at 7-4-1. So our test results, actually, it just shows, what the word I'm looking for, it actually shows a scientifically balanced that what we are and where we're deficient around the world, around the globe. Now, if we look from Europe, going up to the USA, Australasia, the Americas, but on the average, 97% globally to date now, what we talk about, 97% are out of balance. Hence, this is why we're seeing a lot of these chronic illnesses around the globe. Just a little insight. Chronic inflammation causes 11.5 million deaths related to chronic inflammation. Heart, brain, all that comes from chronic inflammation. We can control some of that from the food we have, and we can control it from some of the supplements we have. So again, if we look at this, if we look at, say, for instance, those who are actually taking omega oils, and then we're talking about Europe at the moment, and only roughly around 5% of them are at 3-to-1 ratio. And those who do take supplements, take an omega supplement, and we've got to understand, omega supplements are one of the most consumed supplements on the planet. Huge. I don't think anything's bigger than that when it comes to supplementation. There's nothing. But again, roughly around 20% of them find themselves in 7-to-1 balance. And then the 75% of the population around the globe don't take any supplements at all, don't take any omega at all. Hence, again, the rise in chronic inflammation. So what have we got in our box of tricks, our wonders of the world? What have we actually got to actually fix this problem? We have a natural way of fixing this problem. Zinzino have been working extremely hard to making sure that we can get to the bottom of this problem, scientifically backed, test-based nutrition. And the good thing is I'm no scientist. I'm an ex-chef myself. I'm an actually in the wine, well, I'm still in the wine trade now, but I don't know any medical stuff regarding this. This is not me. But when I get stuck, I contact our advisory board or our lead advisory board or our head office. And when we look at Dr. Paul Clayton and the pedigree that this gentleman, this doctor has had is unfound. It's amazing what this doctor has done. When you think over 30 years as a nutritionist researcher, and then we've got, I'll pronounce his name right, Ollie, which is a doctor who actually founded the product that I'm going to show you in a minute. But it's been evolving year in, year out to where it is now. So in 120 days, we can actually bring your balance bring your balance into balance, as we say. We can bring your omegas into balance. And how do we do that? What we've actually produced is it's unique. This is not an omega oil. This is a balance oil. And one of the reasons why this is unique is because I'm going to show you a little slide later on as well. One of the reasons why this particular product is unique is because when most olive oil or the oil-based is actually being produced, omega is being produced, they take a substance out there called polyphenols. Well, what we've done, that's just to purify and clean it, going through that process period. And what we've tend to do, what Zinzino has done and put together amazingly, is actually brought the polyphenols and kept it in there to keep the freshness, to keep its purity in there, so it doesn't get oxidized. And I have a couple of customers who, if I was to send you some of the videos that they send back to me, it is quite funny because when they're making, I can't drink this, it's urgent. I've changed them to the water soluble, and this is great. My little granddaughters, both granddaughters are on the soluble ones for their juices and the water. And this is another one. It's a unique formula to mix it with water. There's no taste to it. It's great, but you still get the same benefits. And again, this is me. I personally think this is the route we're going down to, because when I listen to people like Dr. Paul Clayton, when I listen to people like Dr. Colin Robbins mention about how we produce foods, how we do things, it's not sustainable because the earth is growing, the population is growing, as I say, as humans. We can't sustain the main minerality in our foods what we're supposed to. So I personally think we're going to go down the vegan route in the not too distant future. And then we've got the soluble base as well. The good thing is about what we don't have to shout and validate it because other organizations around us are validating of what we're doing. You know, these are high profile governing bodies. And one of our, which we're blessed to get, and I think it was down to Dr. Colin Robertson to enable us to get Informed Sports. Now, those entrepreneurs out there to this evening will understand what that means. It means that I can go into places where normally we couldn't. So things like people from a sporting background, a professional sporting background, because they are randomly drug tested. People from the forces, Navy, Army, they're also randomly tested, and they can't have any substance that had any nasties in. So that Informed Sports opens up, from an entrepreneur point of view, opens up many, many avenues for us to explore. Now, one thing I said before when we talked about how unique our product is. Now, when I was saying to before that a lot of the Omega products on the market is oxidized, well, it is. And when you think about that bitter taste, sometimes when you get from oil, that's oxidization. A little bit about wine. I'm from the wine trade and I understand about oxidization. So when you look at these are the best-selling oils on the market. Now, I can remember the cod liver oil. I mean, it says it lasts 15 hours in the body. I can always remember trying to leg it from my mother, my stepmom, because all the children have to have the spoonful of this before we go to school. I didn't like this stuff. I've even tried jumping over the fence, but mum always caught me. I always have to have a spoonful every single day before I went to school. But when you look at our own balanced oil, we're talking 35 hours, still activated, still working and doing its wonders in the body. There's not an oil on the market like this. There's not an Omega product on the market that can penetrate for 35 hours of the body. I think this is why, and I think this is why this product is going so well and actually proving of where it's coming from and where it's going. So after you've taken the results, 121 days later, we want you to do a retest because we want you to benchmark something, because we have supplements, we eat, we have food, we think it's doing us good, but how do we know until we get tested? We have to be tested for things. Personally, for me, I think that's where I think a lot of things are going to go down that way. And my one, after 120 days, which is a little bit before 120 days I did mine, I came in 2, 3 to 1. Now, I'm due to take it again because I'd love to see the next results. So who benefits? What age? From the womb, because pregnant people are advised to keep their Omega intake up, all the way to your hundreds, as long as you're living from your granny, your mum, your son, it doesn't matter. These products will fit in with the majority of the people out on this planet, on this beautiful earth that we're with. So again, by the ESFA, this is a report from them. This is nothing to do with Zinzino, the report. If you was to Google the benefits of Omega and the claims which have happened out there, you can see this, pardon me, on the screen at the moment. But if you look at the main ones, brain function, clarity, brain for heart, normal heart rhythm, immune system, immune functions. These are some of the major stuff that actually keeps us where we need to be, of keeping in balance and keeping our health, not fitness, health into check. Now we have many, many sports people and sport ambassadors coming in. This slide is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because listening to where we're actually listing our products and where our products are going and going into, there's a few Premiership football teams, there's a few large national cricket teams, there's a few rugby teams. All this is coming out for you guys to understand is that now we've got informed sports. Now people are understanding about cellular health. And these guys, it helps with recovery by being in the balance. And a sportsman, a professional sportsman, those who are out there in the audience now, a sportsman needs to recover as quickly as possible. This is why our products are going in the right direction. This is why these are putting their reputations and validating it by using our products. Now, we just don't deal in the Omega products well. Just want to have a little small snapshot of 1 or 2 of the products that's in our range. I'm not going to show the full range, just a small snapshot of whatever things that we do. So we've got our Zinzino Biotic now, and this is an amazing product. I'll explain the reason why we use this in our health protocol. There's a free way. I'll mention this in a couple of slides later. But this is actually gut. The gut, they say the gut's the second brain. Now, we need to have a balanced gut as well. This product is absolutely, it's natural, it's vegan, it's an amazing product as well. Now we've got the Extend, and this Extend, it's going to help with your immune system. And God knows we need to build our immune system up of what's happening now around the world, you know, so this will help and give that extra boost to it as well. And then we've got what I class as the unsung hero here. But however, I think it's been hijacked by the female, the fairer sex at the moment, because Most of my customers, most of my female customers use Viva. Zoe, my partner, uses Viva a lot. It's helped her with a lot. And I've heard, and I'm hearing things about the Viva products of helping ladies with their menstrual cycle and lots of other different things, for mood swings and all this kind of stuff. And same with men as well. Same with the sleep. Same with that happy, like it says, it's the happy pill as such. It's just calming us down. I've got an employee actually on this product. He suffers from HDHD. He's getting more balance with himself. He's on the oil and he uses the Viva a lot. And I know these products work. So we have what we class as a protocol system, the health protocol system. Now, this is becoming extremely popular because we have to look at the 3 steps ways. One, let's get in balance. Let's balance our body properly. Let's manage the gut. Let's restart again, and let's what's the word I'm looking for? Let's get the healthy bacteria into our gut so it can complement being in balance. Then let's boost a little bit our energy, our immune system. And then we've got an add-on, which is that unsung hero, what I'm saying, and that's the Viva product as well. The good thing is about Zinzino, they are extremely customer focused. Excuse me a minute. They are extremely customer focused. So unlike a lot of companies, we want you to, as a customer, if you're recommending things, why not reward yourself? Why not reward it so you can get your products for free? So based on your favorite products, based on what you're actually doing, what products you've purchased yourself, invite some friends, tell them that if it's working for you, I'm sure you're going to recommend us. And when that happens, what we will do, you'll get your products for free. You get your products for free and all your pays for your shipping as well. And that to me is working wonders with a lot of my customers. But we cannot go away from our product base until I talk about one of our new products, which has just come on, and it's the Zinzino Shine. Zinzino Shine, should have said, and our vitamin D test. Now we know, especially in the UK, I remember my ex-wife who was, she suffers what you call the SADS, and that's vitamin D deficiencies. She suffered from she needed that sunshine onto that happy sunshine. And when you think there's over 1 billion people with vitamin D deficiency, this is another market that we're tending to go into now. And I think we launched it, 3-4 weeks ago, probably 4 weeks ago. And I've got a couple of customers already on this product. It's an amazing product. I'm starting to try it myself. I've just went through my test kit to do my own test. So I'm really looking forward to bringing this new product on the market myself as well. And then we've got a really revolutionary olive oil here. I use this on a daily basis. I have my salads and stuff like this, so I always use this. The good thing is about this, it's 30 times higher in polyphenols levels. This is an amazing product. But the downside to this product, it's in limitations. It's only a limited edition what's coming out. So once it's gone until the next harvest. So that was a quick snapshot of the actual products, what we've got, and the services that we do. Now we've got a few more products in there, but I didn't want to bog down too much on the product and too much on the business presentation I'm going to do now. I wanted to make it clear to each and every one of you here. It's vital. Those new ones we're looking tonight, it's absolutely vital that you get your questions answered. So those here for the entrepreneurial mindset of you, those who are looking for a secondary primary income. Let me look at the Zinzino business, the potential of this amazing company. Like I said, 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, I started this business, and I started it in the lockdown period. My background, currently now, I've got a wine bar, wine deli. I import wines into the UK, and I've also just launched our own brand products of a rum as well. So I've got a busy life as well, and I'm an entrepreneur in that aspect. And I've got a few other things spinning. So why Zinzino? This is what got me first, I'm afraid, before the products. And when I started consuming the products, it got me even more because the products helped me, because this is an amazing business model. So a little bit about Zinzino, cash rich, debt free, and I think it's in 36, 37 countries and growing. The growth last year, 2020, you're looking at 48% growth. And this is coming from 2019 and in 2020 when there was a pandemic on. So our products and services are growing. We're listed on the NASDAQ. So we're going in the right direction. And it's organic growth. We're not buying out companies. We're not buying talent. It's organic growth. And there you can see some of our head offices around here, you know, around the globe. You know, this to me is, it's very hard to explain. I mean, it's a bit like someone having sliced bread for the first time or seeing sliced bread for the first time. And remember what I said when I started doing direct sales, I had to kiss a lot of frogs. And to be able to be with a company that really cares about its distributors, that really cares about its customers, it's customer led, that really reinvents itself and reinvests within its own growth. This, in this industry, is phenomenal. It really is a good way to look at how where this business is going. We're having an organic growth, true organic growth. Now, when I mentioned about the direct sales, now those who've never come across direct sales before, or the e-commerce showroom business, let me just try and explain the easier way to put this. When I order my wines from the winery, I bring my wines, I get straight from the winery. The only thing I pay for that is duty. In the UK, it's high, and my transport costs. So I'm cutting out the middleman. Now, some of my wines I get from another distributor. They might be the distributor for the UK for that particular product, that particular brand. I still have to pay them a surcharge, and it might go 3 ways. They could get it from another supplier. So it could go 3 or 4 ways before I get it for me to sell on again. So the end consumer could pay 3, 4, 5 times more than what it should be. In the tradition, and that's the traditional, for us as a distributor, it's one price for all. So it comes straight from me. I don't have to stock anything, and it goes straight to the customer. So we've cut out the middleman. Zinzino do it all for us, from shipping, from purchasing, from packaging, to delivering the products to our customers. So test-based nutrition, yes, it is. And I know that it's in bold. I know people are looking at, is this the next mega trend? Personally, I think it is. Because when you think about, there is 500 million people around the globe taking omega products today. 500 million. That's a huge market. But it's not as big as what the potential of the market. And only 0.2% of them are in balance. So there is a call for our particular products that we've got today in today's market. So that's one thing what you've got to tick off. Is the products and services that we have viable for today's market and for the future markets? Is it a product that the consumers are going to want once they understand it? Personally, to me, you bet. This is an amazing product. And like I said, 90% of the people who are on these, around the globe have failed the test. Sorry. Now, so what I want to do now is slow down a little bit. And how do you start your business? Now, you've seen a few bits that you may like. You've seen a few bits that you may want to get some questions answered. But how do we start? How do we start a global business? I'm in, I think it's 7 or 8 countries at the moment with my team, which is spread around the globe. So I'm still in Plymouth. I've not traveled to some of these places. I've not met some of these, my colleagues, my team colleagues around the globe. But this is an amazing business. So how do we start our business? We join. Make sure before you join, there's a route to making sure you join. The person who brings you on here today would actually explain that to you later on. But there's a couple of packages that you have to look at when you're investing into yourself and investing into the business. We start up from the basic all the way to our ultimate pack, but some of them have different benefits of the way you come into the business. And those entrepreneurs out there today are what we bring on, come on what we call as our ultimate pack. And November is an extremely special month because normally that 869 pack that comes through, and you're going to get over £2,000 worth of products. Normally, if you was to say when you're coming into business, you have to be customer led. You have to focus on that customers and bringing the customers into the business, because that's what we're about. If you can get 25 customers over a 12-month period, I think it'd be pretty easy to get 25 customers over a 12-month period. Well, the companies in Zinzino will give you your investment back. Normally, they'll just give you your 869 back. But between the 1st of November to the 17th of November, we've got something on to help those who are coming into the business. After that 12-month period, and you've got your 25 premier subscriptions, we're going to give you double your investment back. You see, Zinzino doesn't want your money to join. They want you to be incentivized to make sure you bring customers on, because customers is the truth about where we should be in direct sales. It should be about the customers. So we have an internal cost when we're going through the business as well. And that internal cost is it's £55 a month, your auto order as it's called. And what we're going to do on that, you're going to select a product for yourself, because if you're going into business, you need to be sampling your own products. You need to be on your own products so you can give your own validation about the products, your own commitment to the products, and speak about the products. So you should need to know them. So you can make a choice of which products you go for when you join on board. But in the back of that, you're going to get our GoCo app. The GoCo app is a little great training app to actually keep you motivated, learning some new skill sets as well. You're also going to get use of your own e-commerce website. Again, your own e-commerce website plus landing pages. There's a lot behind the scenes for you as an individual. This business is like a business in a box. It comes in, you plug it. You don't have to do much else apart from use the tools up to with you. However, like our customers, we welcome those who come into the business, and we really want you to be customer focused. So if you went out there and got your 4 customer products, which is balancing your products, well, that is free for you as a partner as well, not just the customers, free for you as well. And what I mean by that, the only thing you're going to pay for that on your first initial subscription order for you personally, you're just going to pay for the shipping once you get them 4 premier customers. Now, the good thing about this particular business, this particular model, it's great to work alongside what your current commitments. Like I said, I have multiple businesses. I'm very, very busy. What we're doing, we'll come to a Christmas period now. We're in the catering ladies industry. Those who are watching now or on the screen now, you know how busy it is coming up to what we call the silly season of those who are in catering. We're coming to a busy period now. You know, those who work for offices and travel or whatever. So on a part-time basis, you need anything between 10 to make it thinking about it seriously. You need anything between 10 to 15 hours a week. Control 10 to 15 hours a week to making sure that this is going to give you the returns that you want. So this is part-time, but at your pace, nobody else's, your pace. And like I said, working from home, you can work this business everywhere, from anywhere. All you need is a laptop or a mobile phone, just to help you to work at the business, get into your back office, contact customers, contact potential partners. You know, and the one thing is this is the bit I love about this. I can choose who I work with and work alongside with, because we're human. We don't get along with everybody. There's people who don't like me. You wouldn't think that the people wouldn't like me, would you? But there's people who can't work with me. I totally get that. But we can choose our environment. We can choose who and how we work for people. So this is the tick box. This is a massive, massive tick box. If you're building this business, how big do you think you can build this business over 2, 3, 4, 5 year period? A residual income. Now, also as a residual income, there's 2 other aspects on this that I just love. One, you could sell this business if you need be, if it's big enough. And most importantly, this is willable. You can will this to your next of kin, your family, your friend, whoever you need to do, will it to. Because this is the beauty about building levels of businesses within this. And I'm going to go through that little plan in a moment. So the commission plan. How do we earn money? That's the interesting bit. How do we earn money? It's from customers. One set is from customers. And again, don't change who you are and learn some new skill sets, but don't change your demeanor to try and, falsify things and to try and grab things. Just be you. Share the products, understand the products, earn as you learn. The next, what we should do from your team is building a team. I'm going to go through that in a moment. Build your team. Again, don't change. Be you. You have to learn some new skill sets, I'm afraid, but still be you. But share the business, share the products, because that's all I'm here to do this evening. And I'm sharing this business with you. I'm not wanting to persuade each and anyone who's on here. I'm sharing the business. Then you need to do your own due diligence, whether this is for you or not. You know, we have multiple ways of getting paid, 10 plus. There is a few more as well, but we're going to just hit the first three. So what we want to be able to do for you now, we want to get you, it's called Fast Start. And what we want to be able to do is to get your investment or part of your investment back to you smoothly and as quickly as we can. So what do we do first? We want you to go out and get 4 customers. And by getting them 4 customers, like we said in the beginning, pardon me, at the beginning of this, we want you to get your 4 customers becoming what you class as smart bronze. That's going to allow your products for free, what you're on at the moment, as you're back from your back office and that one product coming through. It's also giving you roughly around a cash bonus of 10%. So the overall estimated earnings is £180. Now that's not a lot. I know at the moment it's not a lot, but £180 is £180. That could be a third, a quarter of the way through however you've come into the business. And then what we want to do is, like I said about sharing, that sharing is caring. We want to go and look at who's your board of directors you want to introduce into this business. Who is that you want to work with? Now, with the system that we've got and the help that we've got from the partners who are in the business and the whole team, we're going to help you share this business with between 2 and 4 different people. And by hitting that, again, what we want to do within the 30-day period, you're going to hit what we class as fast silver. And again, another small bonus to add on to your 108 and from your smart bones bonus. So that's another £130, again, estimated roughly around £180. So we started picking up. Now it started getting interesting now. And there's many people who have started, even at this stage, they wonder what they've earned until I show them what's in their back office already. And it's been surprising to see those, oh, I've got £150 in my back office. How did that come from? You know, which is quite remarkable, really, because sometimes they're not focused on the money. They're just focused on learning, sharing, caring, moving the product, showing the business, and you don't realize what's in the back office. So again, what we want to do is what your class is X team. It means that we want to push them 4 customers up, and let's go and push another 6 and make it 10 customers. That's going to really put you into a great position to really move this business. This is the key. This is all we do. We're going to share the business. We're going to share the business with someone. We're going to share the products with someone. And then when we're looking after our team, well, our new team that we're with, their board of directors, we're going to help them to exactly do the same. But you're not going to be on your own. And I'm going to explain this in a few slides. Now, this is where it starts getting interesting. Oh, I think I've missed the slide, just a moment. Oh, sorry. This is where it starts getting interesting, because most people will start looking at what we class as the customer base. And it's true, we need to look at the customer base. And we have some people who come into the business, and that's all they want to do. They may be coming from a nutritional background. They may have a gym or whatever, and they've got loads of clients, and that's all they want to concentrate on is the customers. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, we reward you the same. We will reward you for building a good, strong customer base. So when you hit 80, that's 25 customers. You're going to get your commission. You're going to be moving up your bonus commission to about 20%, and your average estimated commission that it's about £1,600 per year. That's nothing to go on with, but it's a payment for just going and sharing a few products. Pardon me. Now this is where it starts getting interesting now, because we really, like I said to you, we're really customer led. Now we want you to get to a pro team. And this is where now there's a few people probably on here tonight. I can see 1 or 2 who have hit this already. That's 100 customers. You will get a one-time payment of £9,100 split over 18 months. That's nothing to shy away from. The company is rewarding you for going out and sharing 100 customers. And then that goes all the way up. Once you get to 200, once you get to 200 customers, you're getting free incentive trips. You're coming on the director's trip. It's this, they just reward you more and more for getting customers on, not more partners, but customers. So when we look at going back to what we were saying before, let's jump a little slightly back. We want you to go on what we class as silver, because this is where it's actually getting interesting now, because what we want you to do is start helping you to grow your team, get the customers on board, really push the customers on, really grow your team. So by doing so, you're going to be classed as what we call as silver. And then you will get, what you're going to look at, you're going to look at your bonus system of that jumps again. And over that 60-day period, your first 60-day period, you're estimated anything from £650 above, £630 for that quarter you've earned. That's what's it, nearly 3/4 of the way from your ultimate pack you just purchased. We want you to get and understand the breakdown of how you earn. And the best way to do that is to just follow them 3 exceptions. 1, get the smart bronze, share the products. 2, get your partners, your board of directors on board. And 3, get some more customers, get up to 10 customers plus. You have gone silver. That's class of 750 credits. To me, it's a simple process to start off with. Now, this is where it starts getting interesting. Now, this is where those entrepreneurs of you would start looking forward to the screen a little bit, because now we're going to get executive. You told to just seen the previous slide of getting to what we class as silver. You want full silvers in your team. You want the down. Now you're going to help your team. Now me, you, the team, the rest of the team, we're going to help your team to get to silver. That is going to push you to executive. And again, you're talking an average of £450 per month. You're going to qualify for phone bonus as well then. And now we're looking. Now this is where it starts. This is the first pillar into your success of building a healthy foundational business. This is where, there's a few people on there today, this is where diamond starts. This is where everything starts for you. This is where your business turns. This is changing money. This is for people who are on less than this. They can have a choice. Do I pack up that part-time job in now and I can do this full-time and really push it? And by helping your 4 your 4 silvers, which you got in the previous month or the month before that, you're going to help them go to executive. And we have to work as a unit. We have to work as a team. Now, some are going to go faster than others. They will. It's human nature. But the aim is to climb up that ladder to get you to diamond. And then you can understand then the next one is probably you got after diamond, you got director, and then you've got crown. So the potential of this business is huge. And when you think I've just shown you where crown is, and you can see where the average income of what someone with a stable business at crown, what they will pull in per month. Now that's not even halfway up the compensation ladder yet. So the potential of this is huge. You think, for me, we've got one of the world's #1 products. We've got one of the world's best marketing campaigns. We've got one of the best, what's the word I'm looking for? One of the best compensation plans as well. So sometimes business is all about timing. It really is. And because we're just started yet, this company, I've only just really started in getting into what we class as second gear. You know, we've got a lot of what we want to do. So when we think where our markets and where we want to push, now by the 2025, we want to have 1 million customers. Now, I think we're standing on roughly the shy of 500,000, and it's 2020 at the moment, sorry, 2021 at the moment. You think how we're tracking on this? By 2025, we'll surpass that 1 million customer that mark that we're on. And if I just put these up there, if you look where I said about perfect timing, we're in 37 markets. We've got lots of new markets coming on board as well. And if you look at where we're actually heading and what new products that we're going out, remember I told you about the first new, our first product new product just come out. There's more to come, and I'm excited about the new stuff which is about to come out soon within the next 12 months. Zinzino will be that household name, but this is the perfect time for those who are looking. Get your questions answered, please. This is the perfect time. Now, what you've got to actually look at it here is really, what more questions have I got? Let's get back to the person who invited you here. You've really got to think about, where am I sitting in this? You know, where am I sitting? Am I a customer, or sorry, pardon me, or am I a Zinzino partner? So what we want to do, if it's time for you to move forward, I'm going to go through about getting started. But if it's not for you, don't walk away from these products. Investigate the products and become a customer. because some of our customers actually do come forward to be partners. It's great. So what is your goal? Why are you here? What you're looking for? Answer that question yourself, with your family, with your friends, whoever your mentor at this moment is. What is your goal and your purpose? Why are you looking at this? Is it just the money? Is it the product you want to help people? Then we look at like your contact list. Let's look at your contact list. Look at all the people we know. Who's the people we know? We make it a perfect little list. Some of them just we know are going to be customers. Some might be partners. Some have got an entrepreneurial mindset. Then we need to prioritize them. And then with our help, we'll show you how to contact. You know, book meetings, presentations like this. At this moment in time, we've got a live presentation in London at the Marriott at Heathrow Airport. We had one yesterday in Plymouth, in my own town. We've got one coming up in Bournemouth. So there's a lot to back and help you with what you're doing. You know, then we just follow a simple process system. You know, and it really is understanding your why. It really is looking at how we plan our calendar. We'll show you this because some of you who are out there this evening, you may want to do this, but you may find it strange. How do I manage my time? We're going to help you manage your time. We're going to show you a system to help you manage your spare time to actually build this business over the coming months and years. We're going to show you how to invite. We're going to show you how to present. And we're going to show you to follow up. And then we're going to schedule the next events and meetings. This is what we do. And there's a saying what some of you may have already met, and Marco will say, and it is me, we, you. In other words, let me help you build your business. Let me do the majority of the work. Then we'll do it together. And then I want to see how you work. And then I want to help you. And I want to help you until you get to where you're comfortable. So, again, you either want to be a customer. Great. Go back to the person who brought you on here. Let's learn a little bit more about the products. Or you want to start your business. You're off the fence. I'm ready to rock and roll. I need to go back to the person who brought me onto this evening. I need to get some more questions answered. When do I start? I want to book my introduction. I want to sign up. I want to get going. Or you need some more information. Either way, go back to the person who really brought you here this evening. This is a great opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. This is really a great opportunity. And because we're part of the One Mundo, it's one of the biggest teams in Europe, we have a lot going for us. We have our own website. We have a look at go to the onemundo.com website. Have a look at the opportunity. Have a look at some of the videos which are on there, because it's important you get your questions answered, because far too often in this profession or any profession, we'll leave too many questions on the table and we say it's not for us. Then in the months to come, we come back and say, I should have looked at that. Get your questions answered. If it's not this evening, tomorrow. If within the next 24 hours, contact the person who's brought you on here and get your questions answered. It's absolutely been a pleasure actually being on here this evening. I don't do a lot of these, but what I do find is that the people that are coming into this business, I've got a clear vision of where they're going, and they have a clear why of why they're doing this and why they want to come and look at Zinzino. I am finding increasingly a lot of people looking at the products first, and that's okay. But that's the really way it should go. I didn't do it, I went the opposite way. But the majority of people who are coming in there are really looking at the products first. I'm Fitz Spencer. I'm one of the directors in Zinzino, and it's been an absolute pleasure doing this presentation. I'll see you soon. I'd love to see some of you who are coming into the business. Please make sure you're aware when you're in a live event, come and say hello. I'd love to speak to each and every one of you. Have a great day. Bye for now. Bye-bye.